While the Q5 remains Audi's best-selling model, there remains a smaller and cheaper offering that many people forget about. That, of course, is the Audi Q3. This is a model that's been on sale since 2015, but it's been consistently overshadowed by its bigger sibling and has tended to fly under the radar. Well, today, it gets some time in the spotlight. As always, our review will cover all trims of the Q3, and also popular equipment packages like the Sport Plus package our tester has today. So let's go ahead and check out the most affordable Audi crossover. We would like to specially thank Audi of Lexington for giving us access to today's vehicle. If you would like to find out more information about their stunning dealership and large inventory of all the Audi models, then follow the link to their website provided in the video description. Right off the bat, there is one interesting change, which is the discontinuation of the Prestige trim. While the Premium Plus's price has increased by about $1,000 this year, it actually inherits nearly everything that used to be on the Prestige. So, in reality, you are paying $1,000 for equipment that would have cost $3,700 more last year. The Q3 uses Audi's older switchblade key, and advanced entry is standard on the Premium Plus only. As always, let's start out by checking under the hood. Like the Q5, the Q3 only has one available engine, which is a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. It's a totally different one, so in this car it makes only 200 horsepower and 207 pound-feet of torque. That engine is paired with a 6-speed automatic transmission and either standard front-wheel drive or optional Quattro all-wheel drive. It is rated at 20 city, 28 highway, 23 combined, which does lag quite a bit behind some of its rivals and even the bigger Q5 with its more powerful engine. Well, that covers the basics, so now let's check out the exterior. Up front, the Q3 shares a lot in common with the Q5 and Q7. It has the newest angular version of the single-frame grille, which on this model is black because of the Sport Plus package. The grille comes back nicely to the headlights. On this Premium Plus, they are fully LED, but on the base model they would be xenon HIDs instead. And down below you'll notice one of the other changes, which is the S-Line appearance group being standard this year. It makes things look more aggressive. And as far as ground clearance goes, its 6.7 inches is about what you expect. Moving up to the wheels, there are several different ones to choose from. We have what I consider to be the best looking option, the 19-inch 10-spoke titanium wheels that come in the Sport Plus package. The standard wheels on both trims are 18-inch turbine alloy wheels, And the regular sport package includes 19-inch off-road design wheels. The brakes are 12.3-inch ventilated disc in the front and 11.1-inch solid disc in the rear. And the tires are all seasons. Moving up to the mirrors, they are power adjusting and heated on both trims. There is also blind spot monitoring, but it's inside the cabin. The front part of the car doesn't really look all that small, but once you see it from the side, you can definitely tell it's a subcompact. The actual measurement is 172.8 inches long, which is slightly shorter than the Infiniti QX30, Mercedes GLA, and BMW X1. As far as safety goes, the Q3 scored good on all of the Insurance Institute's crash tests. However, it is not a top safety pick, since automatic emergency braking and other active safety technologies are not available. Most rivals at least offer these things. Every Q3 comes with a 16.9 gallon fuel tank, so with its combined rating of 23, the fuel range comes in at 388 miles. Audi does require premium fuel. Looking at the rear design, it has a kind of shrunken down Q5 look. It actually looks a little bit more aggressive, I think. The main highlight of the design are these full LED taillights. They now have the really cool dynamic turn signals on the Premium Plus. Down here, the Premium Plus has a unique diffuser, and all models have the dual exhaust. And for towing, Audi does not recommend it. Finally, roof rails are standard, but they are blacked out only with the Sport Plus package. Well, that wraps up the exterior, so now let's see what Audi offers on the inside. Now first looking inside the Q3, you'll notice it has the older style Audi looks, but that's expected since this car is close to a full redesign. Nonetheless, like every other Audi, it has standard real leather in either black, rock gray, or chestnut brown. On the Premium Plus, this aluminum is the standard trim, but balsamic brown walnut is available for $350. Turning to the door trim, it has the typical materials, with soft touch for the armrest, leather above it, and more soft touch and aluminum on the top. All four of the windows are fully auto up-down. Here's the blind spot monitoring I was talking about, on Premium Plus only. Every Q3 comes with these 12-way power adjusting seats, with 4-way lumbar support. Our Sport model also has thigh extension. Like I said, all models have real leather seating, but the Sport package includes these seats with more aggressive bolsters. The Sport pack also includes these aluminum pedals. First looking around the cabin, things look somewhat dated compared to the newest Audis, but materials are still nice. The entire upper dash is covered in nice soft touch plastic, and below it is a big piece of aluminum. Most of the remaining pieces are hard touch, but everything fits together nicely and feels solid like the typical Audi. To start, just press the standard button. When you do, this 7-inch display turns on. It does not fold up and down. Both trims have these classy red and white gauges, but only models with optional navigation get this color multifunction display. It has all the typical stuff, but it's a bit disappointing that you can't get Audi's virtual cockpit. Every Q3 has electric power steering and a leather-wrapped steering wheel, though the flat bottom design is for the sport package only. This side is for that display, and the other one for basic audio stuff. Regular cruise control is a standard feature. Adaptive is not available. And the wheel itself is manually adjusting. Now, as far as storage goes, I'm impressed for a vehicle of this size. The center console is actually deeper than that in the Q7, with a nice felt lining. In the bottom, you have Audi's proprietary connection, so you'll need to use a special wire. However, in front of that, you do have a charge-only USB, and also a 12-volt outlet. Finally, there is a phone-size cutout up here in the front. I like that we have a traditional shifter here. You can press to the right for manual shifting, but you have to get the sport package for the paddles. Going into reverse reveals a nice standard backup camera, with trajectory and parking sensors. And that brings us to the dual zone automatic climate control. This is probably the most dated looking aspect of the interior, since you have to use this odd little toggle to adjust the temperature. However, all the buttons are ergonomically laid out and they're all in one place. To go along with that, you will find 3-stage heated seats on the Premium Plus. In the row above, you have the drive mode selector. This also comes on the Sport package, and there are 3 settings. And this is your hill descent control. Now let's sample the upgraded 14-speaker Bose sound system. Sound quality is very good. Let's take a quick look at the MMI infotainment system. As you can probably tell, this is an older version of the system than what is in the vast majority of Audis right now. However, the functionality is much the same. The system responds very quickly, but on list, like the contacts, you'll notice that the controller spins backwards to what we expect in the US. This is the optional navigation that you can add to both trims of the Q3. The map display is pretty nice and detailed, but I don't think you can get Google Maps. Up here there is an auto-dimming rearview mirror, and the universal remotes are off to the side of it. Finally, we have a great standard feature of a pano moonroof. As you can see, it's very large, and the front portion does open up unlike the one in the QX30. So overall, the Q3 remains a nice place to be. Typically the biggest problem with subcompacts is the size, but the cabin is surprisingly roomy. I think if you can get over a few older technologies, you'll be satisfied with what the cabin brings to the table. Now I hand the camera off to my brother for the remainder of the video.
Material quality of the rear door trim is pretty nice, with padded plastic and aluminum accenting. Your rear window is also automatic up and down. Regarding the space, you've got 31.1 inches of legroom and 37.4 inches of headroom, making it considerably smaller than the QX30, GLA, and BMW X1. The seats themselves are pretty comfortable though. Down in the center, Audi is nice enough to give you some vents. And below that is this weird button and a 12-volt power outlet. After you get the armrest down, you'll find a nice amount of storage space that is felt lined, and then some pop-out cup holders in the end. Up top, there are two LED lights. The headliner is premium, and Audi does give you an assist grip. Now like I said, space isn't a strong suit for the Q3. With the seat adjusted to Drew's driving position, I only have a few inches of wiggle room for both my legs and feet. With the seat scooted all the way back, I have no legroom left, but they were nice enough to give these neat cutouts. Overall, the Q3 lacks the specialness found in most Audi rear seats, and in most cases falls behind the competition in terms of space and features. That said, the standard panoramic moonroof is an awesome touch. The only way to fold the seat backs is by using this lever located up here. As you can see, they do fold 60-40 split. A power tailgate is optional on the Premium through the convenience package. When it opens, you'll find 16.7 cubic feet behind the second row seats, and a maximum of 50.3 cubic feet with them folded. That makes it a lot bigger than the Infiniti QX30, but just a tad under the Beamer. Audi was nice enough to include this cargo cover across the lineup. The passenger seat is 12-way power with 4-way power lumbar across all Q3s. That's a quite nice feature for this class. Material quality in front of the passenger is solid, with padded plastic and aluminum on the dash. The glove box is also dampened, felt lined, and illuminated. Well guys, we hope you enjoyed watching the first in-depth look at the 2018 Audi Q3 Premium Plus Quattro. Stay watching for a quick look at the pricing, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons below. We'll catch you next time as we sample more of the latest automotive delicacies.